lecture. Morning to all of you.
Good morning.
स्क्रीन नहीं दिख रही अभी बेटा? हेलो बेटा, स्क्रीन दिख रही है आप लोगों को?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Again, morning to all of you. Starting with the lecture. In our yesterday's lecture, we completed with people are still entering. Completed with the differences between the entrepreneur and intrapreneur and entrepreneur and manager. And now today we are moving ahead with the topic that is nature of entrepreneurship. Now, can anybody of you tell me about what is an entrepreneurship? In our very first lecture, I just talked about the entrepreneurship. So, can anybody tell me about the entrepreneurship? What is an entrepreneurship? Can anybody better? Yes or no better? To recall it, what is an entrepreneurship? Can anybody tell me please?
Ma'am, entrepreneurship is the process of starting business.
Very good, Peter. So, any other opinion other than this? Okay. Now, as you rightly see, that is entrepreneurship is a process. Okay. Up till this, you are very right. And where you say that entrepreneurship is a process of starting business, this is half correct. No doubt, entrepreneurship is a process that an entrepreneur undertakes whenever he or she is doing a business activity. So, whatever process that he undertakes, whether it is just for starting or we talk about the operating of a business where the emphasis is on survival or growth of the business, developing the process, techniques, practices which will ensure that the business would survive, your business would grow. So whatever process the entrepreneur do undertake in order to do the business is termed as entrepreneurship. So here we will say not only for starting up of a business but also for doing of a business. Clear with this? Clear better? Clear better?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Moving ahead with after the understanding of an entrepreneurship, which is a process of doing a business, what is the nature of an entrepreneurship? So the first point we are moving with it, that is, it is related to updating of knowledge. Now, why in entrepreneurship the we are focusing on updating of knowledge? See, in when the person is an entrepreneur, matlab when he or she is a business, they they are planning to do that thing for a longer duration of time. So now I'm talking about the future, and now we know that future is uncertain. Why future is uncertain? Because two type of environments are affecting it. Which two type of environment? Do you recall yesterday we talked about it? Which two type of environment is affecting the business better? Can you recall? Yes, you know.
Ma'am, internal and external.
Very good, beta. So here, internal and external, both are the environment which are ever changing. And with the ever changing environment, when we are in a business, we have already set up certain goal that we want to reach at this height or we want to achieve such things. And when the things are ever changing, one one has to have the knowledge about the things, what are the things that are changing, which will ensure the change that are to be made in the policies, practices, procedures, या product या service. Either I'm talking about the final product or service or delivery of product and services, which where it is with the here I am saying that change in the delivery of a product, yeah, change in the delivery of services, which would only be possible with the change in the process, practices, and the other things that are adopted by the business. So the person who is doing the business should be updated with the new things that are available. In SPB we learn about there are different risks. One of the risk was the technology. Okay, so when we talk about the change in the technology, if the person is not updated about the technology and they are with the particular product which is facing which is having a severe technological change. So if the person is not updated, they will not bring change in that product, and when they will not bring change in their product, this will lead to what? Death of the product in the market. Why? Because with the new product, with the new technology, when the new company come up with such things, the people will buy the new product. Why? Because it would be better product compared to the product which is already available in the market, which was with the old technology. समझ में आ रहा है बेटा?
Yes, ma'am.
So, in order to survive in the market, updation of knowledge is required. In order to grow in the market, updation of knowledge is required. And we know that entrepreneurs are the people who are planning. Actual work is done by other people. Now, when the person want to get work done through other people, then too one has to have a knowledge about the thing. Then only they can get work done through other. Okay, so we say that projection for the business or going up with the different strategies of the business which would ensure the growth and development of business, it would only be possible with the updated knowledge. So here we are saying that in entrepreneurship it is relating to what? Updation of knowledge, which will ensure what? Promotion of an entrepreneurship, where we say that more number of people would become would be starting up of a different venture, or we say that would be under different businesses. Okay, clear with this? Shall I move ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the second point says about the entrepreneurship aims at what? Development. What type of development? Skills and capability. Now here we talk about the knowledge. Why knowledge? Because we talk about what? Change. Okay. So where we talk about bringing the changes or doing the things in a new way, one require to have the development of skills. If the people does not have such skills, they would not adopt the changes. There would be a resistance to change. Say for example, where there was a transition of office work from the books to the computer. The people would resist the change if they don't know how to operate the computer, because because it will lead to what? Losing of their job when they are not been aware about how to use it, and now organization is going with the computers in the office. So now, if I want that my employees are ready for the new technology, I have to go with the training and development efforts. You have learned in HRM, training, development. Training is given for what? Training is given to see that the people would be able to do the work which is allocated to them in a way in which organization want them to do. And when I talk about the development is done of the people in order to ensure that whenever any change is brought in the job regarding to pattern of doing of things or regarding to use of different type of equipments, then what? They were used, the people would be comfortable in using it. This would ensure what? Ensure the increase in productivity of the work. When we are working with the old technology and when we talk about shift to a new technology, the people will think about shift in new technology only when it is more productive than the earlier technology. Am I clear? Am I clear, Peter?
Yes, ma'am.
So here we say that in nature of entrepreneurship, when the things are ever changing and where we say that entrepreneur has to get work done through different people, they it is also aiming, the process is also aiming at development of constant skills and capability, not only in the entrepreneur himself but also in the people who are in the businesses, which would ensure the survival of the business, which would ensure the growth of the business in the market. So this is what the second point emphasize on. Moving with the third point, which says that the entrepreneurship is mean to the rapid economic development. Now, why rapid economic development? Why entrepreneurship will lead to rapid economic development? If there would be more number of entrepreneurs who are who are in the different businesses, what will happen? More number of employment would be generated. If the number of businesses increase, the number of employment would increase or not? Yes, yeah, no. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, if I'm talking about the manufacturing sector, then I'm talking about the service sector. In services, there are the different sectors like banking, insurance, or we say uh, uh, marketing, research, or some other. There are many different type of services. So, with the development of business, what will happen? There would be the need of the people with different type of skills. See, in order to do a marketing research, people require a different type of skills. In order to do a banking, people require different type of skills. In order to manufacture, so if I even talk about the manufacture and the different industry, the people in engineering industry will require different type of skill. The people in pharmaceutical industry will require different type of skill. The people in edible items will require different type of skills. Clear? समझ में आ रहा है बेटा?
Yes, ma'am.
So what
Yes,
happened?
ma'am.
Yeah. So what happened when there are more number of people in the business? We are saying that there would be a different type of business, and when there would be a different type of business, it ensured that people with different type of skills would be employed. And when I'm talking about would be employed, it means that they would earn something with with the skills that they have. And by earning, they we are ensuring that in society there would be upliftment of the standard of living. So this is what we are saying: economic development, upliftment of the standard of living means what? Economic development. Clear? Clear,
Yes,
better?
ma'am.
So this what I said was with only one point of view, that is what a service. Other than service, when any person is starting a business. Now, say for example, if I'm talking about the manufacturing sector, they will require raw material in order to manufacture. So earlier, if there were 5 businesses manufacturing a same item, there would be a difference in the demand from the supplier, and by adding one more business to it, any sixth business to it, now they would require some more product. The sixth business will demand the additional product from the supplier. समझ में आ रहा है मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is what this will also lead to the development of the suppliers. Initially, if they sell 5 lakh tons of good, by one more business, addition of one more business, maybe they would be selling 5 lakh 50,000 tons of good. Depend that what, how much the business is targeting to the market or selling, want to sell into the market. But there would be the increase in the sale of suppliers also, of raw material or of other things also. Just say if a person is starting a business, they will require building, they will require land, so that will also what, increase the price of the building or increase the price of the land. So that is also, we say that the people who are in construction, earlier they would be there would be lesser building because of lesser factory side, because of a less businesses. But soon, when number of people are starting off, starting up of a factory, the number of demand of a factory would increase. The uh, the number of demand for the land would increase. So this is what this will also ensure the more amount to the people. The people here I'm talking about the suppliers or the things which are before manufacturing, and after manufacturing when the product would be entering into the market. Now we will require different people to sell the product, different dealers and other things. So these people will also be getting more commission, yeah, other things from the new company which has come up with the product. So this is what, see, with with the starting up of a one business, it it generate income for more number of people. Even when I talk about advertisement, I talk about the TV channels. With the new company, with the coming up of a new company, the new company would advertise their product, and by advertising the product, the revenue of that particular TV channel or a newspaper or wherever they are placing the advertisement would increase. समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is how we see that with the starting up of a single business, it it generate money in the country in hands of different people, not only the employees but also various stakeholders. Okay, so this will lead to what? Rapid economic development. Okay, so no, and when I talk about creation of employment not only in the organization but also by for the suppliers. So if more number of goods are required, the supplier will also increase the staff. If more number of goods are to be marketed, the dealer will also increase the staff. Yeah, we say that more number of outlets would be opening. Okay, so this is what creation of employment not only in the organization but it can be seen from the larger perspective. Clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so moving ahead with another point, that is fact that entrepreneurs are not born. So whatever quality that a person require to manage a business is not necessary that it should be from birth. See, there are certain communities like Marwadis or Gujaratis where we find that where we see that okay, the person is Marwadi or we find that majority of the people who are Gujaratis are in business. So they would prefer business more rather than in services. So these are some say that it is an inborn quality in in certain culture where the people generally prefer to start a business rather than serving somebody else. But it is it is not like that other people who are not from such culture or who don't have an exposure about that how the business can be done, or they don't have an idea about that from where they will get finance. Yeah, they don't have an idea about that how to bear the risk or how to take the calculative risk in the business, they cannot do it. There are various institutions. हमने आगे की slide yesterday we talked about that there are different institutions in the society which provide the knowledge to the people about the various facilities available by the government or in the society, which will help the people to start up a business, where we talk about giving them an idea that what all product or services which are currently in demand and for which the business can be started up, at which area or at which geographical location they are in demand, or we can say from where they will get an investment, from where they will get people who can serve the organization. So see, these all are the difficulty which the entrepreneur do face where we talk about starting up of a business or for the survival of the business. So by having idea about all these things or by having knowledge about all these things, the entrepreneur would have more confidence in themselves that yes, they would be able to handle the different situation that will arise in the business, because they know that okay, these are the different techniques which are available. Yeah, these are the different practices or these are the different sources which are there which can be used when such difficulty do arise. समझ में आ रहा है बेटा?
Yes, ma'am.
So here we are saying that entrepreneur we are or can also be made. The skills, the other entrepreneur skills can be cultivated in the people to ensure that they are a successful businessman in the society. So when I'm talking about the successful businessman, it means that they are earning profit from the business, or we say that they are able to achieve the objective whatever they have set by starting up of a venture. It may be the continuous increase in the profit where I talk about the growth in the entrepreneurship. So this is a thing where we say that fact that entrepreneur are not born but they can be created. And how they can be created? So that I just talk about, there are various programs, entrepreneurship development programs. Even there are programs by the government where they talk about teaching different type of skills to the people, where they can start up their own businesses. जैसे carpentry skills है, painting skills है, sewing skills है. So they can, rather than serving, they can even start up with their small businesses. And हम यहाँ पे सीख ही यही रहे हैं, entrepreneurship and small business development. Clear? Clear बेटा? पढ़ूँ आगे?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the next point talk about innovation. So in order to do a business, where we talk about the entrepreneurship process, Schumpeter, in Schumpeter's definition, we have learned things in detail about the innovation. So whenever any person is in a business, they have to be innovative. Why they have to be innovative? Because there are the constant changes in the business, and in order to sustain in the changing environment, whether internal or external, the people have to adopt the innovative techniques, the things that were not practiced earlier, so that they can sustain themselves in the ever changing condition, या grow themselves in the ever changing condition. Innovation में क्या क्या चीज़ें आ सकती हैं? जस्ट एक बार क्विक रिवीजन. क्या आता है इनोवेशन के अंदर? न्यू टाइप ऑफ प्रोडक्ट या न्यू टाइप ऑफ सर्विसेज या न्यू फीचर्स इन द प्रोडक्ट. इट मे बी लाइक change in the production process, या न्यू टाइप ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल या न्यू सोर्स ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल, या change in the sources of delivery. Earlier they were something else, now there are something else. अब जैसे कोरोना जब आया and lockdown लगा, so there were many problems like how to deliver the goods. So we find that many businesses started delivering the good through drone. बीच में काफ़ी सारे वीडियोस और ये सारी चीज़ें भी वायरल हुई थी, वेयर पीपल वेर डिलीवरिंग द गुड्स टू सर्टन पीपल विद द हेल्प ऑफ ड्रोन. So this is what innovative way to get a business. Now we all have mobile, Paytm hai and everything is there. So we are just ordering on the phone. We want this much goods, and through Paytm and other things, the money is transferred, and that person is delivering things through drone. So this is what we say, that innovation, innovative things, that even in such type of condition the business can continue, can earn profit. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then we talk. Then the another point says about essence in creation of organization. Creation of organization, here we go with coming up with one or the another business, and not only creation, then we, after creation, we are also ensuring that the business to continue for longer period of time. So entrepreneurship, the process of doing business, is related to what? Is related to only with the creation, and after creation we talk about the business is running so that the process can be carried on by the person. Then aims at profit potential. In SPB we learn about in characteristics of business. What is the characteristics? In the, one of the characteristics was earning profit. So person is doing business in order to earn profit. A person is taking all the pain for combining various resources, taking all the pain for coming up with the changing things. Why? So that they would be able to earn something out of it. So here we say aims at at profit potential. So the uh, process of doing a business is is based on earning profit by the entrepreneur by using their potential for doing business in different in different ways. हमने यहाँ पे innovation की बात की. That is what different ways. Coming up with the same thing in different ways. Yeah, coming up with a different procedure. So this will lead to what? This will lead to the earning of more profit compared to the competitors. So this is what aims at a profit potential. The process aims at a profit potential. Then we talk about associated with high degree of risk. Why high degree of risk? We talk about in the first point relating to the change, because the things are ever changing. In business, we always face there is a high degree of risk. So the customer who earlier bought our product, not sure that in further they would be buying our product. There may be the change in technology, there may be change in taste and preference of the customer, there may be change in rules and regulation, so that once our product was according to the standards, but now it may not fit to the standards because of the change in rules and regulation, maybe because of the change in taxes and all these things, where earlier we were earning profit but now we might not be able to earn such profit, or there is a substantial decrease in the margin of profit because of addition of certain taxes to the items that we are selling. Okay, so this is all these can be said as a portion of risk. And entrepreneur, while doing a business, they are handling different type of risk and ensuring that their product would be bought by the people in the society over a period of time or for a number of years, so that they would be earning profit from a same type of business for a number of years, or same type of product, or with a certain modification in the product they would be able to earn profit out of it. So this is what associated with the high degree of risk. And lastly, optimize the use of resources. Now, what are the different resources? Resources are the different factor of production which are combined by the entrepreneur in order to make the marketable product. Now here we are not only emphasizing on industry but also on trade. So here I would not only say about marketing of product or of a manufactured product or the resources for manufacturing of product, but also for trading of product. Earlier lecture I said that even a trader required to combine the resource, where they are purchasing from certain manufacturing concern, they have to keep go down, they have to ensure proper storage, they require people over there too, they require money over there too. Clear? So where we are talking about optimum utilization of resources, these are the different resources which are used by the businessmen in the process of doing the business. And proper utilization of the resource, right from electricity to our equipments or labor or land capital, every resource I am talking about, and efficient utilization of the resources, where to the maximum extent that we can use without hindering the other resource, yeah, without hindering the objective of the business, we are making the maximum use of the resources. So when we are saying maximum use in this context, we are saying optimum utilization, it cannot be said as maximum. So when we say maximum utilization, it may hinder the objective, or it may hinder the other resources, use of the other resources. But here we are saying the optimum utilization of the resources, where we are protecting the objective, where we are protecting other resource and the same resource itself, and we are ensuring that the resources can be used for a longer duration of time, yeah, for the lifetime of that resource. In account you might have learned about depreciation, so you know about there is a life of resource, some resource they have certain life, and now we are ensuring that throughout the life we can use it, and use it in such a way that they are productive right from the first stage to the last stage of their life. So this is what ensuring that the optimum utilization of the resource, which would again ensure a good profit margin to the entrepreneur. Clear with this? Clear beta? Badhu aage?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now moving ahead with the another point, another main thing, that is we are learning with the importance of entrepreneurship. Now why entrepreneurship is important in the society? So first thing, that as there are more number of people who are doing a business, it would ensure that people would have more number of product, yeah, more number of services in the society. Yeah, it would ensure that the people would be able to use the product or services in the society. When I talk about trader, if there are more number of traders in the market, then what will happen? That, see, each and every trader would not be in a particular geographical location. They would be widespreaded so that they can get a market. And when I'm talking about the widespreaded, now the people at different geographical location can enjoy the product, can enjoy the services, as there are more number of traders, yeah, more number of commerce activity. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then I talk about the manufacturing. Earlier I also talked about the manufacturing sector where more number of products are available. So if earlier where I talk about where I was small, there was few biscuit companies, and we only used to have some selective biscuits like. At that time, my father used to bring like coconut biscuit, and there was one cream biscuit with a jelly topping on it and some sugar sprinkle on it. So these were the two main type of biscuits available at those time where I was in my childhood. But now we find that there are different type of biscuits available. We talk about, okay, people who have diabetic, then we have different type of biscuit. People who are more health conscious, we have oat biscuit or multigrain biscuits. But at those times such things were not available. So this is what, this is leading that the people have more choices to buy the product. Yeah, we can say that we are changing the habit of the people. Yeah, habit of the people have changed. So when I talk about my days where I was small, when I talk about having the lunch, uh, we used to have khakra, we used to have thepla, we used to have handwa, dhokla, and all these things in lunch. Of course, handwa dhokla mama sham ko bana ke rakh deti thi, and subah we used to have that, and we enjoyed that. But now we have more different options to have a lunch. Sorry, not lunch, I was talking about the breakfast. So we have different things that we can have in a breakfast. Earlier we used to have milk, and that milk, in that milk mama used to put kesar and badam and elaichi and all that thing at home. But now we have that drinks available in the market where we just have to pour a powder inside the milk and the thing would be ready with it no moment. We even don't have to pour sugar into it. So this is what, earlier where we talked about the habit of doing certain things were different, and now the habit of doing the things is different. So where there are more number of business in a same product, the customer would have the variety of option, whether they want to go with this or go with other thing. So I just first I talk about the service, then I talk about variety in the product. Now further I'm moving with altogether new type of product. Say for example, I'm talking about the telecommunication, where earlier people used to communicate through landline, but now we have the mobile instrument, and so now we find that people are more comfortable with mobile than landline. And even in my house earlier we used to have landline, but now as each and every member of a family do have their own mobile, we don't require landline, and the person can easily be reached 24 by 7 through the mobile while the landline is required. But yes, in business, when we talk about the business organization, landlines are there. But when we talk about in-house household, now no further landlines are required. So this is what, when I talk about the telecommunication company BSNL, the earlier the landlines were only given by BSNL. Now BSNL have a major customer shift where the people in household are not do not require landline anymore. And so BSNL also came up with the services where they were providing, they foresee many years before that this thing will happen, the paradigm shift would be there, and so they also came up with a mobile service providing where they can still remain in the market. So basically here what I want you to understand, that as there are number of entrepreneurs, there are number of businesses, people in the society can enjoy different product, can enjoy different service, not only when they are in the same product category, but also where they are altogether new. So basically society can enjoy the fruit of the research that are made by the people only because of the businesses, because businesses are bringing those product into the market. Clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what a first point is saying about, where we talk about bringing about change and development in the civilization, and how I just explain you the things from different perspective, from trade, commerce, industries. Okay. The second point says arose the need of achievement in the individual. Now, where the person is an entrepreneur or coming up or going with an entrepreneurship process, they are there is and they are fighting with the ever changing things. They are fighting for the ever changing things, to survive in the market, to grow in the market, and they are taking all the pain for combining factor of production and taking all the risk for what, for earning profit, or seeing that they are with a new type of product with the particular services which are recognized by the society. So this is what this is said as a need of achievement. See, in where I talk about the service doing people and the businessmen, okay, a service doing people, even though how much hard work they do, there is certain limit up to which they can earn. After that they cannot earn more than that. But when I talk about the business, the hard work that you put in your business will give you more number of profit. There is no limit to earn profit. It is the hard work, it is a way that you combine the resources, it is a way that you interpret the future and other things, and then came up with a new business model will lead you a profit like anything. But there is no such things where I talk about the salaried employee or where I talk about the intrapreneur. So even intrapreneur, when they are with the venture and other things, generally company, what they do, they give some share of profit to the intrapreneur too, so that they are motivated to follow such techniques. They also give certain share of a company to the intrapreneur, so that the entrepreneur also earn by uh, adopting the innovative things and other things in the organization. So this is what I'm talking about, the need of achievement, need of what we have done something different, or we have achieved in the life what we wanted to achieve. See, the need of achievement may differ from one person to another. Some person may have a need of achievement like they have well served the society, some have like they have came up with a new product, some have like they have earned more profit or earning the profit. So need of achievement may differ from one person to another, but with the entrepreneurship they can satisfy the toppest level or the fullest level of need of achievement, which cannot be with the where I talk about adopting a services uh, as a thing to earn money. So this was a second thing. Now the third thing, that is exploitation of economic resources. What are the economic resources? Labor, capital, technology, and other thing to the fullest extent. So in our earlier slide where we talked about nature, here we say optimum utilization of resources, which is the nature of entrepreneurship. And here the same thing is coming in importance. Now where I am seeing this thing from the important point of view, see what thing we have to write over here. Each and every nation have the resources which are scarce. Yes, Resources are always scarce. Beta, you have learned in economic that there is always a scarcity of resources. And where there is a scarcity of resources, we are forced to use the resources optimally. Clear?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
So, where the people are using the resources optimally, it is ensuring that the nation with the limited resources would be able to earn more. And this is why we are saying the things, it is important, one of the importance of the entrepreneurship, or one of the importance of a process that should be there in the business, where we talk about optimum utilization of the resources, so that we can generate more income by applying the same amount of resources, yeah, with the less amount of resources. Okay, so this is what we are saying, exploiting the economic resource to the fullest extent. So there is, here we can also say that there is no idle capacity. More of more of the businessmen will ensure that the different resources can be used to the fullest extent by optimally utilizing, by ensuring that the idle capacity can be utilized, and also ensuring that the idle capacity can be utilized. So this is what we are saying, the fullest extent. Okay, now uh, we are with another point, that is entrepreneurship result into the innovation. How innovation? Okay, again in nature we talk about the high degree of risk, and here we talk about the related to the innovation. And in that thing also I discuss the things in detail about the innovation. And because of such innovation, the people, here in this first point also I talk about how people are benefited when the company go with the innovation. With the innovation, it ensure more optimum utilization of the resources. With innovation, we are ensuring that more the people in the society would have a more selection. With innovation, we are ensuring that the people would have a better technology to use to. Just where I talk about the internet connection. Earlier, the internet connection was with wire, and so internet can be accessed only when we have a broadband. But now we have the wireless connection, where we don't require any wire for connection. So even where we are at far place with Wi-Fi, we can easily use the internet facility and can get our work done at different places. Through mobile, we are connecting our laptop through hotspot and other things, and we can take lectures from anywhere. Where even if I am under transportation, or I am transiting from one place to another, I can easily take my lectures, or I can easily do my work. Just I require that there should be a non-stop connection. So this is what innovation, where people are better able to utilize their capacity. Where I'm saying that in idle time, where I'm in transit, I can open my laptop, I can do my work. So this is what, if the thing were not there, I would be sitting idle or gossiping with the fellow people who would be sitting with me. But as the things are available, I would be, rather than gossiping, I would be focusing on the work. And this is what, this would be leading to increase in my productivity. Clear? Clear, Britta?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Okay. So this is how we are saying that entrepreneurship results into, or because of the businessman, the society is able to use the various innovations that are available. Then we say result into creation of new jobs, because different type of business, different type of skills are required. But I just explained this point or not?
Yes, ma'am. एक्सप्लेन किया आपने.
Okay, so here result in new jobs. So बेटा आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, again sharing my screen with you. स्क्रीन दिख रही है बेटा?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Okay. अभी दिख रही है बेटा?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
ओके. जस्ट जैसे मैंने कहा कि वाईफाई से मुझे स्टार्ट करना करके मैं लेक्चर ले सकती हूँ. जैसे ही मैंने ऐसी चीज़ बोली ना, यूनिवर्सिटी का वाईफाई बंद हो गया कि नहीं, अभी आप आपके ही वाईफाई से लेक्चर लो. अगेन स्टार्टिंग विथ रिकॉर्डिंग. ओके, रिकॉर्डिंग चल रहा है. वी आर विथ creation of new jobs. So right from the lower job to a different type of managerial jobs. So creation of different jobs is would be possible where we with when there are number of people with different type of businesses. So here we can ensure that even though people do have the different type of skills, we can utilize those skills. Okay, so where we talk about fish utilizing best where they are in pond or where they are in water. Where I'm talking about the monkey utilizing the skills well, because see, monkey has a different skill than the fish. The crocodile have a different skills than what a snake do have. So this is what I am just saying, that the people do have different type of skills, and when I want to use the fullest with the fullest the people with the different skills, it can only be possible when I am giving them the different type of jobs with which their skills can be utilized, and that thing is only possible where the businesses or where there are the different type of business where different skills are required to do to get the things done. So this is what a different type of businesses, yeah, more businesses would ensure or ensure the creation of new jobs in the economy. Second last, help in distribution of product of a large business. So here we are talking about the trader. So if there would be more number of traders, they would be geographically widespread, and with the widespread of the traders in the geographical area, people living in the different geographical area can use that product. So if I say that layer wafer or Parle-G biscuits are manufactured at certain place in the country, but they are available even in the farthest village. Not layer wafer, but Parle-G biscuits are available at the farthest village. विलेज के अंदर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं होगी, पर आप शॉप में जाओगे ना तो पार्ले जी के बिस्किट मिलेंगे. So this is what a large company product can be do reach to the villages. Why? How it reach to the villages? Because there are people who are doing such businesses in the villages of selling items. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And when there are more number of products, we say there is more competition, and where there is more competition, the businesses also think about that how we reach to the customers who are at a far distance. So uh, not only number of traders, but it is also the efforts put in by the businessmen to ensure that their product or their service do reach to the farthest place, so that they can have a bigger market share. Okay, so this is what help in distribution of product of a large businesses. So we can understand the things from both of this way. And finally, we are saying offer business avenue to women and minorities. Now see what happened, because we talk about the women, there may be certain cultural restriction or social restriction where they cannot spend more than this time out of the house. बिकॉज कहीं जैसे बिहार, दिल्ली, यहाँ पे हम देखते हैं कि शाम होने से पहले लड़कियों को घर पहुँच जाना पड़ता है. इवन सुबह अर्ली मॉर्निंग अकेली लड़कियाँ नहीं निकल सकती रोड में. These are not problem in Gujarat, but in some state there are the problems. And there are also certain societal and cultural restriction in or in certain community where they don't want the woman to go out of the house for earning something. But this woman can start up their own businesses where we talk about making of cake or making of some other items, not only edible but other items too, where they can earn from it. Okay, so this is what, as as the things are suitable to them, where they don't have to spare eight, see, where we talk about the services, the person have to spare 8 hours or more than that in that particular institution. But when the person is business, they are they are the owner. Okay, and so they can fix their time by themselves. If the time is convenient, they would work on those time. If the time is not convenient, they might not work on those times. So this is what they where this is one of the way through which women and other minorities, where they face different type of restriction, they can earn from the activity. Which activity? The business activity. Otherwise it would be really difficult to go with the different methods of earning for them. समझ में आ रहा है बेटा?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
so basically जब हम importance देख रहे हैं तो importance में we are seeing that how entrepreneurship or how the business process of doing business is helping the society, yeah, helping the country, and this is how we say that it is important. Clear? And in nature we are understanding that in our entrepreneurship process, what all things the entrepreneur has to do. So this is what a basic understanding. Where we talk about nature, we have to write things with this perspective, and when we are talking about the importance, we have to write things from this perspective, because many things you will find that okay, this statement was in importance also, and the similar thing is in nature also. So what is the difference? The looking at the same thing, the viewpoint is different. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear, better?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, beta. So I am ending meeting for today. Today we completed with two topics. First, nature of entrepreneurship, and we then talk about importance of entrepreneurship. Now tomorrow we will move ahead with functions of an entrepreneur. Okay, clear, beta?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, beta. I am ending the meeting. Have a good day.